Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Sal for Post. How you're doing? And welcome to the live watch along between Manchester United and Everton, guys. The last game at Goodison Park, of course, and the return of Jose Mourinho. I mean, no way. David Moyes playing Manchester United again. And to be honest with you, this is the biggest fear I have of this game. If there is a fear, this is the one fear I have. It's David Moyes' effect. We don't seem to have the better of David Moyes over the last few years. So hopefully today we get one over David Moyes and Manchester United win the game. You know, we need one. We need to shut him up, don't we? We really do need to shut him up. We really do need to, you know what, show him what we're made of course, guys. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new and smash a like on the video. If you guys can do that for me, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Let's do this, guys. It is Manchester United against Everton. We hope and pray it is a Manchester United win, of course, guys. Let me get myself set up real quickly, if you don't mind. There we go. Just set myself up nice and gently here. Of course, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Let me just do this. Let's read some of your comments whilst I do that. Big up, Darkro. What's going on, Darkro? How you feeling, my friend? I hope you're doing well. Welcome to Stretford Post. Hope you're doing well, you legend. Good to see you again, my friend. Good to see you. Hopefully, Man United do the business today, isn't it? We need a win. It's been about time that we need a win, guys. We really do need a win today, of course. Kazi, what's going on? Good afternoon. Just started, and hopefully a good Saturday. It all depends on Man United, doesn't it, at the end of the day? Want to be nice for Man United to finally get a win. Finally get a win. Do you know what I mean? It seems like forever we haven't won in the Premier League. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day. So hopefully Man United get the win and hopefully Man United move up that table slightly, at least. Do you know what I mean? Because it's getting precarious down there. And I just want us to just get the points on the table, move us up the league a little bit. And you know what? After that, then we can maybe start experimenting and etc. Now, the teams have been announced, some surprises, but you know what? I'm going to say something, guys. I'm going to say something. I'm really impressed. I like the team. To be honest with you, I like the team. I'm going to bring it in right now, guys. The team for Manchester United to play Everton today. And the thing that pleases me the most, overriding thing that pleases me the most is the fact that Manchester United play a double pivot, guys. A double pivot. Man United have finally succumbed to what we've been hoping for and wishing for. We play a double pivot with Xerxes and Fernandes as the two players as the number 10 with Højlund up front. I'm delighted with this because you look at this and you look at the team and you think, you know what, at least we got some foundation, some solidarity in the midfield. You know, I feel like this is a good team. This is probably our best team we've had in ages because when Ruud van Nistelrooy was managing Manchester United, he played that double pivot, the same double pivot, and Man United were winning. You know, so I feel like this is a good side. I really do. And I think Man United could win the game. No, I'm not saying we will, but we have more chance of winning the game once with the fact that we have a double pivot, of course, guys. So I'm delighted with the double pivot. I am. I have to admit, I'm happy with the double pivot. And you know what? Onana was always going to start. De Ligt, Maguire, and the Mazraoui in defence. Of course, picks itself. Dalot as the right wing back. Who else we going to play? Ugarte and Casemiro. That is the key there. Ugarte and Casemiro, the two players right there. You know, that I feel that can change the game, in my opinion, can change it. Dorgu as the left wing back. And obviously, we've got Xerxes and Bruno Fernandes as the number 10s with Rasmus Højlund up front, guys. He believes in Rasmus Højlund, doesn't he? He believes in him. So will we. So will we. He believes in him. So will we. Of course. So will we. Of course, guys. Absolutely. So when we look at the bench for Manchester United, this is the bench. It is we've got Graciak, Harrison, Heaven, Lindelof, Euro, Ericsson, Kone, Garnacho, and Obi Mikel. Now, you know what? What I would say about this is that I would love to see Heaven and Harrison. I would also love to see Obi play, you know, and Kone. You know, I like the look of that bench. This bench, it looks better than what Man United's bench has looked like in the last few months, in my opinion, because you've got a mixture of youth and experience in there. And, you know, you could bring on the likes of Obi and Garnacho and they can change the game, you know, and Kone in the midfield, he can change the game. I'm obviously looking forward to seeing other players as well, like Heaven, a good defender, hopefully. Good Evans. You know what I mean? If he gets an appearance for Man United, of course, that'd be fantastic. Is zipper water. There we go. Delighted. I mean, it's different. And you know what? to be honest with you, I feel like the team looks more shaped. There's more shape to this team. There's more strength in this team these days. I do believe that. And looking at the double pivot, I don't think it's going to be easy to beat us today. Going on to Everton, obviously they've got short dinosaur arms, which is Pickford. They've got O'Brien, Tarkowski, Branthwaite, of course, who's linked to Man United many times, Mikolenko, Ghana. That's a difficult one, isn't it? Ghana and Ghana, Decore, Lindstrom, Harrison, and Beto. Now, when we look at Everton are in great form. They're in great form at the moment. So we have to be up to the challenge today. We have to make sure we don't give Everton an inch. We really do. We have to make sure we don't give Everton an inch, of course, guys. Let's hope so. We go from there, of course. This is the last game at Goodison Park, of course. Manchester United are visiting Goodison Park for the last time. We've had some great times at Goodison Park, not least myself. I've been at Goodison Park many times, of course, guys. I've seen Man United win. I've seen Man United, struggle at Goodison Park. Here's me, a few kilos heavier at Goodison Park, of course. Goodison Park represents Man United won the league in 2003 when we went to Goodison Park. Who remembers this great goal?
This is Beckham territory. Oh!
At Goodison Park, of course, guys. So I'm going to get this very scary picture off the screen, guys, because that's what it is. It is very scary, of course. And I'm going to bring another scary picture, well, a video to you guys right now, which is me, of course, guys. So thank you, everyone, for joining. This is the last time we play Everton. Let's make it a good one. Let's make it a good one. We won a league at Everton. I remember in 2007, 2005, we actually kind of won the league. Well, we won 4-2. We were 2-0 down, I believe. We ended up winning 4-2. And you know what? We ended up winning the league in 2008, of course, guys. Absolutely. Now, I want to bring in some of the quotes from Ruben Amorim over this last couple of days. Very important we bring in some of these quotes. What I feel is sometimes we don't feel improvement in the team, but then you have some games that you think are more difficult and you feel we can play, we can create situations. That is a good thing, but I think it is at this moment, you can see when you catch the games, when you watch the games, you can see more problems than solutions. That's the problem. And this is what I would say about the squad depth in Manchester United is not what it should be at the moment. Of course, guys. He said, Amorim on winning a trophy. I think we are in a difficult situation in the Premier League. We have a lot of issues to solve in every game. If I'm thinking about trophies and Real Sociedad, it's not my right way to do my job. He would say that, of course, guys, in regards to Manchester United being drawn against Real Sociedad yesterday, I believe he would say that, wouldn't he? Because he's going to deflect the attention. The attention, of course, all comes down to this game, of course, not other games, guys. Ruben Amorim on every manager struggling at United. It shows that it's a difficult job. We have to try and understand the history. This club had a figure that you cannot replace in Sir Alex Ferguson, of course. It's a hard job to do it because everything was connected to one person. When that person leaves, it's really hard. And that is obviously true. We have struggled since Sir Alex Ferguson left, of course. Ruben Amorim on injury returns. It's hard to know. Ahmad is out for a long time. Mason Mount continues to recover. Luke Shaw continues to recover. And I don't have a day. Toby Collier seems to be the closest one. But right now, Kobe Mainu is recovering. Altay Binder and Tom Heaton are recovering also. So, you know what? Things are recovering. That is what's going on at the moment. Things are recovering. And nothing, of course, is... no one is back, really. Ugate's back. Fantastic. Of course, Man United need Ugarte. I mean, we needed that. We really did need the return of Ugarte, of course. So Alex Ferguson, irreplaceable. Everything was connected to one person and that person leaves. It's very difficult, of course. And we've been suffering for the last 11, 12 years, haven't we, in regards to this, guys, I believe. They are, in regards to Everton, they are improving, creating relationships. Even the sound of the training is different, but in regards to Man United, should I say. But we have to use that in the game and we have to take that step. I feel training, we are bonding and understanding the way we want to play. But then in the game, we struggle a lot. This is the problem. And didn't Benny McCarthy mention this? Didn't Benny McCarthy mention this about how they train so well in training? And then when it comes to match day, they seem to down tool, which is very, very strange, of course, guys. In regards to Everton and the improvements at Everton, the confidence, the way they play, they believe a lot. So it's amazing job from David Moyes to recover a team, and you can feel the confidence when you watch their games. So it will be a really difficult game. Yeah, I agree. It will be a very difficult game today. Ruben Amram on Ericsson with Chris. It was a misunderstanding, a mention of his heart after the Tottenham, and want to be really clear on that. Also, because of Chris, he's healthy and ready to play. So many years on the high level, and it was just my limitations on explaining injuries. So I want to make this very clear. Yeah, his English is, people forget that his English is not his first language. People got to remember that, of course. Ruben Amram said, I just want to win against Everton. I want to be clear on that. We have a lot of issues to solve. If I'm thinking about Real Sociedad and winning trophy, it's not my job. Absolutely. There you go, guys. Just some quotes I wanted to bring to you in regards to Ruben Amram. Just a few quotes I wanted to bring for the game in regards to the pressure, because I haven't really gone through the presser yet in regards with you guys. So just a few things I wanted to talk about in regards to that. So obviously, it is a little bit more positive on the injury front. Man United are looking a lot better on the injury front, of course, guys. So very, very, very interesting, in this game. I'm looking at the team, and let's hope that Man United do bits today, of course. Let's hope they do bits, of course, guys. So I'm listening to Ruben Amram right now.
So I want to see a team that is ready to cope with that game, and then we have to improve the way we play with the ball, our positionings, especially the ability to have the ball even under pressure. So it's the small things, it's the big things. And when you have time to train, you control a little bit more the process. But like I said in the press conference, one thing is to see in trainings, then we have to show on the game.
How can you say David Moyes is doing better than he is?
Okay, so that was just a bit of Ruben Amram talking. I was just listening to that, of course, usual Ruben Amram talking about the game, of course, guys. So let's read some of your comments. Sorry, I've missed a lot of your comments, I believe. Absolutely. Dark Crow. Seeing a guard catching partnership together as a double pivot is a treat, as it will. It was Ruud van Nistelrooy who played them. We never lost. First time under Amram, and it's about time, isn't it, Darkro? It is about time that we saw this double pivot. I've been asking about the double pivot, of course, for a long time, and it's really good to see the double pivot back. Of course, guys, really happy to see that. Of course, guys, absolutely. Goals for George. It's really annoys me that he has been forced to play a midfield pivot that fans have been saying was the best combination to keep the team compact. Took Amram 3 months to stumble upon this. Shake my head. I know you don't like Ruben Amram, goals for George, but he's sticking by his philosophy, isn't it? So at the end of the day, he has to stick by his philosophy. I know you don't like him, goals for George, but the art of an intelligent person who looks beyond the problem. I mean, for me, you don't come across as quite savvy in regards to your thinking. You think in regards to emotion and hatred, which is wrong. At the end of the day, he does things that work for the football team. Casemiro hasn't been great at Man United, and we have to remember that. I only take people's opinions serious when they come out with a constructive argument, a balanced argument, not one that's just fueled with hatred and jealousy, in my opinion. So I won't be reading out your comment again. Darko, Sal, why not bench Dalot and play Mazza as a right wing back with De Ligt moving to the right side of Euro at the left side? Why not play? Euro's not a left-sided player, mate. Euro's a right footer. So that would just imbalance the team, my friend. Absolutely. Liking the lineup. Me too, Carty. I think the lineup is good. Hopefully Man United do the business, of course, guys. Absolutely. It's the injuries which are forced Amram to play Ugarte Casemiro the double fit. Absolutely, Darko. And to be honest with you, it's not the way forward. It's not what we want to do in the future. Man United playing a double pivot. We already have 3 defenders, which is why we don't play a double pivot. We don't have 3 defenders and a double pivot because it becomes a little bit too defensive. But obviously, the injuries must that we have to do this. Obviously, do that. Of course, guys. Absolutely. Subs looking good as well. I think so as well, Kazi. I think you're making a good point. I think so as well. I like the positivity from Kazi. And to be honest with you, I like the fact that we got some young players in there mixed with some experience as well. I do like this because at the end of the day, you know what? You've got that energy you can bring off the bench as well as some experience you can bring off the bench as well. So I'm very excited about that, of course. 0709, we almost won the treble again. Yes, if it wasn't for the Portsmouth game and the unfair sending off of obviously our goalkeeper, and then Rio Ferdinand ended up going in goal. And then also Man United should have won the game still, even after that. I mean, we got cheated out of a treble that year, in my opinion. Man United, what's going on? Jim, you changed your name again. What's going on? Good evening, Legend Sal, and how are you doing? I'm very well. Thank you so much. Good to see you, Jim. You changed your name again. Hope you're doing well. I hope it's not a new account. What's happened to you? I hope it's not a new account. Also, good afternoon. Good afternoon to you, Jim. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you again. Fingers crossed, Paul. Let's hope we get the win today, of course. Let's hope so. That is what it's all about. Man United getting the points today, guys, just to move us up that table, of course. And whatever happens, whatever will be. I'm still supporting this manager regardless, of course, guys, because this season is over in regards to the league. But you know what? It'd be nice to see a win today, of course. I'm looking at Andy Gray on the pitch today, and I'm looking at all these people who are desperate for Manchester United to lose today. So that is the most important thing. Support your manager, support your football team. That is how we do things at this football club. All right. At the end of the day, right? We don't just hate people, and we don't just continue a barrage of hate because we prefer a different manager or the other manager. Look, you listen, guys, in regards to Eric Ten Hag is not at Man United anymore. We can't be talking about Eric Ten Hag anymore. Eric Ten Hag was sacked, and I was a big advocate for Eric Ten Hag. Everyone knows that, right? I am actually known for being an Eric Ten Hag inner. Right. And I never actually said Everton Ten Hag out or ball fraud or, sack the manager. And I wouldn't do that with this manager because it'd be incredibly hypocritical for me to do that. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, it would be incredibly hypocritical. So I just read some stories that the staff are angry at Amram for his comments that United are the worst team in history. Why are people pop at Amram, Sal? Same account. Okay, great. Jim, look, you know what I would say is that the truth hurts. The truth hurts, Jim. It is the worst Man United team of all time. This is none of these players are his. He's looking at that team and thinking it is the worst Man United team of all time. I think many of these Man United players in this team are incredibly overrated. I would say that, I wouldn't say all of them. I would say there's a huge chunk of that squad there, that team, who are incredibly overrated. And, we have to bring that into the situation. Do you know what I mean? We have to do that, of course, guys, and throwing Amram under the bus, it's just silly. If you guys want Ruben Amram sacked, you know what I mean? You're going to see the same thing. And I'm going to blame you at the end of the day. If people want, not you, Jim, I mean, people who are called in for criticizing Ruben Amram every single chance they have to criticize him. I don't know why. I don't know whether they have a secret jealousy in regards to it, or they prefer another manager over him. Then, who's going to get Man United to the promised land then? You tell us. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, because I don't think Nagelsmann is as good as Ruben Amram. Nagelsmann has not won anything with Germany. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, so who are we going to get? He will struggle at Man United too. Who are we going to get? We either get the guy who's smashing it in the Champions League with Sporting Lisbon, or we just get Gareth Southgate. That's what we do at the end of the day. People just want to jump down the throats of our manager every single time, and not look at the facts, not look at the hard facts. So just curious to think, you think I changed my account? Kind of curious, maybe a color change or something, because it says Man United Greek fan. It used to say something else, I believe. It used to say it'd be longer. Didn't it used to be longer, Jim? Correct me if I'm wrong. And obviously the profile picture. Obviously, I'm looking out for your benefit, mate, just in case anyone tries to catfish you and stuff like that. So I'm just looking out for your benefit, my friend. Just a quick point out. I'm glad it's you, though. Thank you so much for joining me, my guy. Of course. Sorry, it's a straw in a way. There we go. Absolutely. Big up. It's good to see you again, Jim. It feels like forever, doesn't it? It feels like forever. You know what I mean? Let's hope that we get something in today. Let's hope we get it in today, because we know, we got the secret haters. That's what they are. They'll never be on our level, because what I want to say is that there are secret haters. There are secret haters in regards to Man United. There are secret Man United haters, and they pretend they're Man United fans. And you know what? We're backing the manager. Win, lose, or draw. It's all here today. You know what? Do you know what the most saddest existence is? The most saddest existence is this, right? Let me tell you. People praying on our downfall. People praying that Man United lose so they can come in after the game and say, I told you so. I told you that he's not the guy. I told you about the tactics and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That's what they're looking for at the end of the day, isn't it? Not us on this channel, not Stretford Post, because we are prime Ruben Amram beef, mate. That's what we are. At the end of the day, we are ready for Ruben Amram today, and we're ready for Man United to win, because we want Man United to win every game by hook or by crook. We don't care. Absolutely. Big up, Jim. Big up. Much love to you, brother. Big up yourself. Hope you're doing well. Guys, 200 of you in the house. Don't forget to smash a like on the video. And if you guys are new, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. You know it makes sense, guys. Absolutely. There we go. Absolutely. So I'm just looking forward to the game starting now, guys. It seems like forever. And I mean, I'm watching now a bloody guy on the tennis field of a football. I don't know what I'm watching at the moment, but it's just nuts. Just want the game to start, to be fair. Right. Let me just set this up real quickly. Absolutely. Let me set this up real quickly, of course. Secret haters, that's what you are. Absolutely. Secret haters. Absolutely. Here we go. Man United versus Everton is coming right up very soon, of course, guys. Very, very soon, of course. Man United versus Everton. Can't wait for it. I'm dying for the game to start, to be honest. I am really dying for the game to start. You know what I mean? I'm tired of all the talk, and let's get on with it. And let's see what happens in this game, of course, guys. Of course, terrible result for Ruud van Nistelrooy yesterday, losing 4-0 to Brentford. You know, it's going to be precarious for him going forward at the end of the day. Guys, you know what? I love everyone's opinion, and this is democracy on this channel. Everyone is allowed an opinion, but, you know, opinions always have to be constructive and they have to be balanced. You can't have one way and the other way. I could come on this channel, right, and criticize Ruben Amorim about his tactics and what he's doing and that. I could also do the same thing the other way around, where I'm complimenting because I want us to win and I can be zealous a little bit. Now, we haven't played a double pivot even under Erik ten Hag. There's a reason for that. You know, at the end of the day, the only time we played a double pivot was Ruud van Nistelrooy, and that is the only time. But we didn't have long enough to see if it was sustainable. And if we look at the way Casemiro has been playing, I'm not surprised that he is, you know, he's been left out over the last number of weeks, of course. Jim. Sal was out for cycling, had a great coffee and kebab, a bit of a Coke, and also speak to many people about Man United, telling the truth why we are in big trouble and a mess. Everyone is going to talk about us at the end of the day and why we are in trouble. Everyone has their own opinions. You know, at the end of the day, you know what? Man United are in a bit of a mess. And, you know, the one thing overriding similarity and relationship we have with people is that the majority of people who have their head screwed on believe that Ruben Amorim needs a chance to have his own team in there, to have a transfer window, a couple of transfer windows. I wouldn't count this as a transfer window. The fact that we got 1 in and 3 out. So at the end of the day, we know that, you know, Man United need, Ruben Amorim needs a transfer window, doesn't he, at the end of the day. And we hope that he's given the opportunity, of course. We really do hope that he's given the opportunity. Of course, guys. Let me just see what the time is. All right, here we go. All right, it is 12:24. So we've got 6 minutes to kick off, guys. 6 minutes to kick off. Let's hope that Man United get the business done, guys. Really, really getting a little bit shaky, getting a bit nervous. Absolute squeaky bum time, as Sir Alex Ferguson once said, of course. The famous Sir Alex Ferguson once said, of course. Okay. All right, let's hope this goes in and we get this up and running, of course, guys. There we go. All right, so let me just get this up. Secret haters. Right. Okay, so getting it all set up, guys, for you guys. Absolutely. Let's hope that we get it done. They dusted and stuff. Right, let me just get this up. We need this, guys. We need this win today. So we're literally minutes away from kickoff. I'm just setting up everything, writing the tweet out and everything like that. Giving it these ads. You'll always be. Let's do this, guys. Let's do this. It's a little bit of a celebration. They're going to make a big celebration out of this because it is Man United at the end of the day, isn't it? They're going to make a big celebration, of course. Jim, so I totally agree with you. We are the worst team in history. Make no mistake. I love Amram. It really breaks my heart. I cry for our team. We will fight, never give in, and to those evil Glazers, absolutely. Big up, Jim. I love the comment, and I love this kind of comment because at the end of the day, Jim, you come on this channel and you show love towards what the main goal is about this football team. The main energy that it should be aimed at the Glazers, and that is exactly what it is. Not the players, not the manager. I mean, we could blame the players slightly, but not the manager, of course. Absolutely, guys. Absolutely. Here we go. Like this guy. Everyone's opinion matters. Reflects on diversity. Yeah, it's different when you have one way and you're just going on that way of a hatred train on that way and stuff like that. At the end of the day, my views and opinions are mine, and a lot of mates on my games and pubs worldwide share them. I mean, you're in a minority, George. You're in a minority, mate. Believe me, I know fans who've been going for 60 years, and you are in a minority, mate. I tell you right now. And every single time you come on this channel, you don't look at Jim. He comes on this channel, talks about the Glazers. He talks about Ineos. All you do, Ruben Amram this, Ruben Amram that, Ruben Amram this, Ruben Amram that. I would much rather you just piss off, to be honest, mate. I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. And I'm not being cruel at the end of it, because I want people's opinions to be intelligent. I don't want them to be overly that way and overly that way. I could come on this channel and criticize Eric Ten Hag long time, many times I have. But I can also compliment. I don't like certain players, but I can also compliment other players. You come on there, he should do this, he should do that, he should do this. At the end of the day, I do this for a living, mate. I do this for a living. At the end of the day, I study football, as I told you, from Hearts of Oak in Africa to FC Tokyo in Japan. If you want to come on this show and school me about football, why don't you do that rather than just splurting out hatred, mate? At the end of the day, you make yourself look stupid again. Absolutely. To be honest with you. And that is the way it is. And if we lose, we lose. That is football at the end of the day. But, you know, you're not helping with the whole hatred train. I have heard it. I know you don't like Ruben Amram. I know you don't like him. I know you hate him. I know he looks like someone you would never look like. I know you're probably jealous. I know that. But you know what? Just calm it down a little bit, guys. Absolutely. Bigger Acid, what's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well, of course, my friend. 8,000 subscribers, and Asif is one of the original guys, of course, guys. Thank you so much for Asif for joining me today, of course. Big up Asif. Big up Asif, of course. Absolutely. Big up yourself, of course. Let me just get rid of this. And just get rid of this a little bit. There we go. Let's go, guys. Congratulations, Sal Bigger Jeff. Thank you so much, Asif. Nowhere near where I want to be, but we will get to where we want to be sooner or later, of course. I want to get to higher numbers, but you know what? It does take time. Thank you, Asif, for always being here every time, my friend. Thank you very much, my guy. Really appreciate you, of course. Absolutely. Absolutely appreciate you, my friend. Absolutely. Let me just see if I can get this up. If I can get that back. Come on, United. Let's do this, guys. Game's about to kick off. Hi, Steve. What's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. There will be a mistake today, I predict. Yeah, it could be. You never know. It could be, of course. There could be mistakes, but hopefully we don't make any. Hopefully it is only Everton who make those mistakes, of course. Let's hope so. Asif, it's a matter of time, Sal. A matter of Sal. Your hard work is unmatched. You achieve your target. Thank you so much, brother. I really appreciate you, man. Really appreciate you. Big up, Asif. Wonder what Dalot instructions are from Amram. I don't know. I'm tired of seeing Dalot in that lineup, to be honest, Steve. Really tired of seeing it, but it is what it is at the end of the day. It is what it is, of course. I'm tired of seeing it, though. Definitely tired of seeing it. Free kick to Everton on the left-hand side. It's a foul for Man United. It's a foul for Man United. Let's hopefully it's not too serious. We don't want anything serious going on. Is he still down on the floor? Is he still injured? What's going on? Hopefully not. He's up on his feet now. He's up on his feet now. That's good news. Well, we don't need another injury in defence. Definitely not. We do not need another injury in defence. Love you too, brother. Always true United fan. If the fan channel's operated like you, we would have a unity. Thank you so much, Jim. Really appreciate you, brother. Thank you very much, man. Really, really appreciate you. Hopefully we can get Mazraoui back on the pitch quickly because we don't need any 10-men business, of course. Who is on the bench, Sal? I believe we got quite a decent bench today, my friend. We got quite a decent bench. If I look at the bench for today, this is the bench for today. If we let me just enlarge that real quickly. We got Graciak, Harrison. We got Graciak and we got Harrison. We got Lindelof, of course. Let me just clear this. We got Lindelof. We got Heaven. We got Euro, Ericsson, Kone, Garnacho, and Obi, my friend. And that is our bench for today, of course. So I kind of like the bench, if I'm being honest. I really do kind of like the bench. If we're looking at the bench, I think I like the bench, to be honest with you. I really do. I think I do like the bench. Come on, United. Let's get a goal. Yeah, this is not the place, you know, this Stretford Post, right? It's not the place for ball fraud and peanut head brigade. That sort of thing doesn't happen at Stretford Post, of course, guys. Absolutely not. Asif, lots of Kamadi, Cheeto. I mean, yeah, Cheeto's on the bench. Sorry, Asif as well. Cheeto is on the bench as well, of course. Cheeto is on the bench, of course. I don't hate Amarim. I've never hated anyone. You could afford me, my friend. Sticks and stones may break your bones, but never hurt me. Insulted my neglect and IQ. Stupid. And I mean, at the end of the day, you give everyone fuel for that fire, George for George, you know? At the end of the day, I've been around the block. Do you know what I mean? And I've seen a lot of fans like you who come out with nothing but hatred for one guy. You know what I mean? Not looking at the overall picture. You are the problem in the fan base. Let me tell you that respectfully. You are. And don't give me a reason to question your IQ when you give me dunce opinions that don't back it up, feed into the stereotype, if you know what I mean. Respectfully. No one has called you any names, though. All I've said is kindly piss off. That's all I've said. That's not calling you a name. That's asking you to do a thing. And then you obviously feed into the stereotype again because, you know, that's not an insult. That's just telling you that, you know what, you need to go elsewhere and stuff like that. But you know what? It is what it is. I'm watching the game. So it's a goal kick to Man United. Sticks and stones may hurt me, but names will never break me. Oh, sticks and stones may hurt me, but names will never break me. No one's called you names, mate. Grow up, you bloody baby. That is a name. There you go. Right. Let's go. Asif, Sal, I've heard Ineos do not want Delict in United. I wonder why he has performed nicely. I don't know why, Asif. I heard that Richard Ashford. I heard that Ashford got sacked because of he didn't want Delict. He wanted, and he advocated against the signing of Delict. And Delict's been one of our better players. Ashford actually scouted Xerxes. He was the one who scouted Xerxes. So I don't know. There was obviously a big clash there, wasn't there? There was a massive clash. Come on, Reds. So getting back into the game slightly, not brilliant, but we are getting back into the game. I say, look, all like babies. We have a few senior underperformers, ones that cry foul when don't want to play for Amrim. Exactly, Jim. You know, and people don't look at the context of what's going on at the moment. They just want to look at their own deep hatred. The people don't need to talk to me about hatred. You know, I've been around the block. I know when someone dislikes someone, then you're trying to paint wool over my eyes and think that you don't dislike someone. You know what I mean? And come on, man. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Free kick to Everton in the Everton half. It's been a scrappy start to the game, to be fair. And that's been a scrappy start. Yeah, some people can't, you know, at the end of the day, some people don't want the humor. They don't want, you know, some people's opinions are humor, actually, if I'm being honest. This is like do or die for Rasmus. His goal drought has to come to an end in this game. I agree, Asif. I mean, I'm tired of defending the guy. He needs to score goals now. I'm tired of it. He needs to man up. That's what he needs to do because I am tired of backing and defending this guy and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Which I have been for ages. You know what I mean? So he needs to score some goals today, Asif. He needs to score a goal. He needs to do something that we go, wow, you know what, he done well today. You know what I mean? That's what we need to do. Let's get them moving. Let's get it moving, guys. Come on. Let's get the ball over. It's good to see Dorgu on that left-hand side, of course. Great cross from Dorgu. Oh, yes. Nearly. That's what we need. Go on. Here's Dorgu. Oh, we nearly scored. My goodness me. Unlucky United there. Very, very unlucky, of course. Great movement there and great to see Dorgu on that left-hand side. On a serious note, though, I made a joke and reference onto babies and to our senior players need to grow up and take hardships and ownership of their roles in the badge and nurse the youth. Absolutely, Jim. That is a very good point, mate. And that is what they need to do. Own up to it. Take accountability. Because at the moment, they're the ones who are acting like babies, mate. You know, and anyone who supports that is a baby. Basically. Oh, God. Sigcraft, what's going on? Sal, your channel is showing up when searching a name. I mean, if I do silly mistake, then Sal, your channel is not showing up. When searching your name, I mean, if I do a silly mistake, then I don't get you, mate. I don't understand what you're talking about. I don't understand what you're talking about, pal. Clarify for me, mate. Clarify. I don't know what you mean, Sigcraft. If you can clarify what you mean, that would be great. And then we can go from there, of course. Yeah, my channel's up, mate. My channel's there. Live in color. Yeah. We definitely need the first goal in this game, I would say. My name's not Strentford Post. It's Stretford Post, mate. Not Strentford Post. My channel's there, mate. Must be something wrong with your spelling or something. It's there, live in colour, mate. Everton's high pressure is working nicely. Hope United resist the press. I do as well, mate. United need the first goal, Asif. I think if United get the first goal, that would be good. That if United do need to score first, we came close. It was a good little cross from Dorgu earlier on. We do need to show more, of course. No problem, Sidcraft. Hope you're doing well, mate. Go on, Dorgu. Great cross. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky. It's good to see Dorgu. Dorgu doing well. Let me just write this tweet. Big up, Tyberg. What's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, mate. First game so far, but no real quality. Both sides play with a lot of mistakes so far, yeah. I like the left-hand side, Tyberg. I don't know about you, but I like the way that we're getting Dorgu into the game. It's good to see a left footer on the left side, and swinging a crossing. That's what I like. I like that. I like that, to be honest. That's refreshing to see, of course. I think Dorgu's been brilliant so far for Man United. Let's hope so, my friend. Let's hope so. Hopefully we can have something positive to talk about today. Do you know what I mean? I'm tired of the negativity. I really am. I'm tired. Negativity is so draining. It's so draining, man. Honestly. We lost the ball in a dodgy position here. And that's going to be a corner to Everton. That's what we need to do. Just go and score. We gave the ball away cheaply there, in my opinion. Right, corner to Everton here. 1-0 to Everton already. 1-0 to Everton. Corner comes in and it is 1-0. It is 1-0 to Everton. It looked offside. Is it going to go to VAR? I think it was Maguire who played him offside. Onside again. They're going through VAR, guys. Let's see if it's offside or onside. No, it's onside. It's onside. We will get a chance, Everton sitting back, but we're not finished. Absolutely. Shocking defending, very pedestrian. Rubbish. Absolutely rubbish, Jim. What a series of childish mistakes again. What was Maguire doing there? What was the Maguire doing? What was the Maguire doing there, man? What was Maguire doing? Yeah, it's onside. Maguire, what was he doing there? What was he doing there? Again. Shocking defending again. He's offside, definitely. Is he offside? If he touched the ball, he's offside. If he touched the ball, it's offside. Ah, for God's sake, man. If he definitely touched the ball, though. It was the second touch. It was the second touch that he touched the ball. The second touch. He's not going to get it. He's going to get the goal, isn't he? It was the second touch, not the first touch, the second touch. He's given a goal. Fuck David Moyes. Fuck David Moyes. That guy, honest to God. It was shocking defending. Giving away balls is the key area. It's been a story this season. Another mistake, another conceded, whether goals given or not. The point is don't learn. Absolutely, Asif. Spot on. And that's Amram's fault, apparently. Shocking defending there. Sunday League football. I agree, Tyborg. He was always going to give it. The second touch was offside, mate. I am going to argue that to indefinite face. Dylan, what's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Doing well, Outcast and Hammer Haram. David, Dylan, Moyes outclassed every manager we've ever had, mate. Mourinho, Eric Ten Hag, you name it, he outclassed everyone. But he only plays against big teams. That's the difference with Mourinho, with Moyes and Mourinho. Yeah, he only plays against big teams. Dinosaur players, Jim. Dinosaur players. David Moyes is the reason we're in this mess in the first place. That bloody crusty old git. Honest. Absolutely. But be right back. It's prayer time for me. Absolutely. Asif, Kaba Allah, and I hope you have a good pray, my friend. What is Amram doing? Just play under 21 players. I'm not 100% sure why we're going to play better with Amram. I can develop them too. Yeah, it's a good point. Sal, should we buy Dev's theory on Ineos? What's Dev's theory, mate? What's that? What's Dev's theory? What is it? What is Dev's theory? Sugar Kim, what's going on? Be with you, bro, and fam, bro. This is the end. Right. Trigger Kim, it is what it is, isn't it, bro? It is what it is. It is what it is. You never know, Jim, do you? You never know, mate. You never know that, it could be the case. They've sacked a number of other managers, haven't they, at the end of the day? Look, even with 1-0 down, we can't seem to attack. Ineos are good for the club, Matata. Are you trolling or what, mate? Are you trolling? What is Dorgu doing there? Don't pull it back in the danger area. Oh, good play that. Come on. Get the ball in the box. Nice play. Get the ball in. Oh, unlucky. That's better. That's better. I like that from Dorgu. Dorgu's been our player so far. Nice play there. Let's go get some goals. Come on, United. Nice play from Dorgu there. Dorgu's been our player. He's been our best player so far. He's been our best player for Trigger Kim. They were just demoralised the idea. Nothing we can't even get the ball in their penalty box and see where the sub first Casemiro instead of playing kids. He wants to die on the sword like Ten Hag. I think we got to start blaming the players, mate. These players are the experienced one. Who would you play in that centre of midfield? The kids, it's hard. It's hard to say the kids can do better. Great ball that. Oh, unlucky. Thank you, JP. Big up yourself, brother. Thank you so much, mate. Thank you, man. We need to equalise. 28 minutes gone. It's 1-0, guys. Well, Trigger Kim, what I would say in your defence is that we need to do something to change it because we're not scoring goals, mate. We're not scoring goals. We need to score goals, and we're not scoring goals. So, we're going to have to try something, mate. I'm looking forward to Chido probably will come on this half in this game. Chido will probably come on in this game, definitely. Only 2 players I would keep in this squad, Delict and Dalot. Dalot! Bloody hell, mate. Oh, God, don't say that. Dalot plays best when others do. Yeah, Dalot's... Nah. That lot's been awful. Absolutely awful. Chatbots like Jim, Kim, Asif, GK, Sidcraft, Lumen, and many others would play better than these players. Yeah. We are truly living through a dark age of Man United. MUSC now, this is awful, isn't it? I mean, my bro, what I would say to you this, right, is that, you know, we warned people about Eric Ten Hag, didn't we? About the sacking of Eric Ten Hag. We warned people that it won't be any better than it is right now. But, of course, no matter what manager comes into this football club right now, we're doomed failure, of course. So when people are blaming Ten Hag, Ruben Amorim, and it tells me you need to know where these fans' IQ is. Absolutely, mate. Sugarcoating the problem rather than digging the deep, learn and know the truth. Absolutely, Jim. This is why over Ruben Amorim, Jose Mourinho, Louis van Gaal, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Ralph Rangnick, Eric Ten Hag have failed at Man United because people are not targeting the roof. Dalot's been the worst player, isn't it, Tyborg, mate. Mate, I can't take that. Dalot. Yeah, but JP, they played a back four under under Eric Ten Hag. What did they do? They were losing. The same thing. Yeah, if you're blaming Amorim, it is low IQ, definitely. I don't know about that, Matata. Dalot is the best player at all but the possession, man. You need at least him in the squad. Sidcraft, he's been the worst player for Man United this season. Don't give me that bull crap, mate. Don't give me that low IQ stuff again. What is this? Low IQ day? What is this? If he brings a Cheeto in the 90 mil, I would smoke a trigger Kim. Don't worry, mate. So, what's the solution then? Great save. 2-0 to Everton. Here we go. We're out of this game, guys, already. Do I switch off? Do I switch off? Because this is pathetic. But he did. He fucked up at Man United with the winners, mate. He fucked up with winners. He shouldn't have been a Man United. Last season, this season, been the worst player, mate. Game over. Only Jim smokes ganja here. Matata, you're going to be bland again, mate. Shut up, Matata. Just stop talking crap, mate. Fix up. But Maguire, get Maguire out of this team, guys. For goodness sake, Maguire needs to go, man. Oh, my goodness me. I know. Can I have what you're taking, Trigger Kim? Trigger, can I have what you're taking? It's 8 a.m. in New York and my weekend is already ruined already. Sorry, GB. Sorry, George Best, 007, mate. The whole team looks just shell-shocked. Dorku just shows a little energy, but that's been it so far. It's awful. Bring on the kids. Bring on the kids. Bring them on. Bring on the kids. Bring on the kids, guys. That's what we need to do. That's what I would do, MECFC. That's exactly what I'll do, mate. What you got to lose, man? We're going to lose anyway. What you going to lose? Just bring on the kids. Tyberg, what can we say, bro? What can we do? Corner United. Ignore him, Jamie. Ignore him, Jamie. He's talking that. He's going to get blocked again, mate. I guess this is what fans of clubs like Southampton should feel like week in, week out. Gladiator King, there you go. You're going to separate the glory hunters from the real fans, ain't you? That's what we're going to do. You know, what can we say? Come on. It's the simple errors, mate. It's the simple errors. Trigger game, Sal. The annoying thing is that we sign player to fit in a left wing back, and now a new manager comes in, doesn't want to player. So now we are stuck. He can't sign a new player, has to work with him. That's the problem, mate. That's the problem that we're having at the moment, mate. Absolutely, Trigger Kim. Jim, big ups out. I'm blocking and ignoring all. Absolutely, mate. Don't fall for the bait, bros. Don't fall for it. Absolutely. Once our generation is done, there won't be many fans left for the club outside the city. Gladiator King, that's true though. You know, that's true. It's only, I think we're in the last generation. I don't know what it is. I think we're in the last generation. Then people are going to stop supporting Man United. People are going to start supporting them. That's fine. You know, that's fine. We'll stick supporting the club. That's fine. How many of them this Man United team get in the Everton team? Maybe Dalot, mate, please, mate, stop it, man. Stop this Dalot agenda, man. Dalot is shit, mate. Come on, man. Dalot. Ciao. Amram should have walked. Any manager come to United, they will foul. This club needs to be total reset. I agree, Ciao. I agree, mate. I do. I do agree, mate. I do agree with that. So everything's beautiful. So my nephew has just come screaming United losing 2-0. He's like all angry at me. He came to United fan because of me. He can't blame you, Asif. Don't let him blame you, mate. Don't let him blame you. Dalot is 0 at any position, mate. GK. Dalot is 0 at any position. He's crap. Man, make marking enough to win us over us. Every game we're seeing the same, and the manager has no solution for this. Well, sack him then, and we'll get someone else. Dollar is one of the worst players for Fugitive that with ball giving away and time the red card. He's going to get a red card today, probably. The new generation see United as a big-time loser. Well, after the new generation, they ain't heard of Tupac Shakur, so what do they know? Absolutely. Watching the ball constantly getting returned over our midfield is such a disgrace. It is, brother. What do we do? He needs to change it. I would do it now. Guys, I don't know about you, but I would do it now. I would change it now. That's what I would do. I would change it now. Easy to reset, but it's hardest thing in football, especially for us. It's a dodgy thing, isn't it, at the end of the day? Gladiator. Dalot is consistently poor this season. Exactly. Maguire shit as well, my friend. Absolutely. Maguire playing like he's up R9. Oh, God. Oh, God's sake. Oh, my God. What are we going to do with this? Can we get a goal before our time? Come on, man. Oh, for God's sake. Even Sal will show intensity on the pitch getting... What do you mean, even Sal? Of course I would. Of course I wouldn't even need to... You wouldn't even need to ask me. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'll be up there. I'll be fighting non-stop. If I was playing on that pitch, it wouldn't be 2-0 right now. Sal, I would also call out the other seniors, Maguire, Bruno, Casemiro, Ericsson, and Invisible Luke. Like, sure, absolutely, mate. Can we get... I've just seen Alex Ferguson in the crowd. Can we get Alex Ferguson down? Big up, Sal. I'm watching the game, but not surprised about the fact we are losing. No surprise there, mate. No surprise. No surprise, Man United are losing this game. Sal, what changes would you do? Garnacho on, but doesn't trap back. Ericsson, no pace. I'll bring on Cheeto, mate. I'll bring on Aiden Heaven for a little bit of pace, playing out from that left-sided centre-back position. That's what I would do, mate. And I'll bring on Coney in the midfield. That's what I would do, honestly. I would do it. What have we got to lose? What have we got to lose? At the end of the day, we might as well do it, isn't it? Bruno is losing the ball too many times these days. Bruno's finished, mate. Captain material. What a crap half so far, guys. 43 minutes gone. I'm pretty sure Chow that sacked Amran after they won't sack him. They won't. They can't afford it, Chow. So I wonder what Goldbridge would be ranting. Probably the same as me. The midfield is awful. Bring on Kone. I would do that. You missed my comment, Sal. Let me have a look. With respect to Amram, Everton, I was better suited this season. United would have been in a better position. Ruben Amram should have come in the summer, but Ruben Amram actually wanted to come in the summer. He wanted to come in the summer, but it was Ineos who forced him to sign now. They go, it's either now or never. That's what they said. So, and then when they got him in, they didn't back him. So the only reason, I would have sacked Eric Ten Hag, but I would have brought in Ruben Amram in the summer. Not now. Yeah. Sal, what changes would you make? Garnacho does not track back. I think I read that one. Big up. Sorry. Jen can't even make 3 passes stick with making Everton look like world class when they're not. Absolutely, mate. Every team we make look like this. It starts on the goalkeeper and it goes on and on and on all the way up the pitch. You know? If I could sign one player, who would it be? I would say the player I would sign for Man United right now, who would it be? Oof, there's so many out there, mate. There's so many out there. I'm trying to think. Someone who make a difference. You know, I'll probably sign Pedri, mate. Corner United. And we're going to face at Ipswich this week. That'll be fun to watch. Oh, God's sake. Oh, God. Relegation 6-pointer. I can't see United coming back in the game given a recent run of games. We need a goal. Well, we don't score goals, do we? That's the problem. That's true. Asif, that's true. But he didn't ask me that. He said, who would I want if I could? If I could, who would I choose? And the thing is, where did Pedri come from? Pedri came from the youth. Play the youth. Play the youth. That's what he needs to do. Play the youth. Jim, I don't want why we can't drop Onana and start buying there. It's worth taking a risk. He can't do any worse than what we are. I'm Amram in, but I'll make some changes in the second half and bring on the kids. I would as well, Jim, but he won't do that. You know what I mean? This is the issue. MEC now, brother. Why does it take so long going down and go down before your team looks? I know, it's true. It's true, mate. Every single time, the same bloody thing. Now we start to play. There's a problem with these players, man, honestly. It's a free kick, United. Looked like a penalty, but we're not going to give us. Big up, Blazing. If we get relegated, Blazing, we're not coming back, mate. We're staying in the championship for a few years, bruv. You think we're going to go straight back up? Big up, Composer. Yeah. It did come from Las Palmas. You're right. I can't see where our next game win is coming from. Probably only beat Ipswich. That's probably the only team we're going to beat, to be honest with you. These players are playing nervous. Yeah, they're not playing freely. They're not playing freely. Exactly, Composer. As I said, I'm not going to turn against the manager because at the end of the day, they sent Ruben Amorim with a breadstick to fight in a sword fight. And that's what's happened. And then we'll end up with Southgate. The more they lose relegation looks on the cards, it should not happen. We are the world's biggest club. I worry. Yeah, well, if we keep losing, there's only one way, isn't there, Jim? I've never seen. I mean, you're talking about me. Like we've seen so many trophies and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Flipping hell, and we're going through this. Unbelievable. The January transfer costed us big time. I agree, Blazing. I agree. And that is the overriding fact, isn't it? That's the overriding fact. Good tackle for Mazraoui there. From 19 to 29, United is stuck with a brother. So this is so painful. Bro, I wish I could have a magic wand and make things better, but you know what? I'm not in charge, am I? You know, I'm not in charge. Is relegation the only scenario where Glazers leave? Not necessarily, Emir C now. If Man United get relegated, Man United could quite possibly go into administration. That would mean that Man United could get relegated by 3 or 4 divisions, right? And that would mean that we will end up like Glasgow Rangers. Now, unless Man United have a viable option in regards to someone who can buy the club and purchase them out of their debt, then you know what, that will be, okay. But if Man United get relegated and no one wants to buy Man United, then we can quite easily go into administration and get relegated a number of divisions. And Man United could be stuck in the doldrums of lower league football for a very long time, of course. So we need to obviously be careful how we view relegation, because relegation isn't like necessarily the Glazers. I mean, the Glazers might leave, right? But the thing is, we need to find a viable buyer for Manchester United. The dream would be is that Man United, do get relegated. I mean, it's not. I don't want Man United to get relegated. Let me tell you this, because it's dodgy. It's risky, right? And then Ineos and Glazers think, you know what? I'm selling up, and Qatar come in and buy Man United, and we change our fortunes. That's the dream. But you know what? We'll have to wait and see. Big up, Paul. Tell Amram to go back to Sporting, feeling bad for him. I feel bad for him as well, Paul. These players are crap, mate. These players are crap. Let's see what Michael says. The positivity of Michael. What's going on, Michael? I'm so sad to see today Maguire is useless. You can't defend that. Amram should bring in the kids in the second half. I agree, Michael. I agree with you, mate. I agree with you. What can we do? Another day, another defeat. What can we do? It's looking that way, isn't it, at the end of the day? Another day, another defeat. It's laughable hearing rants complaining about Amram and talking about Ole bring it better. This revisionism is what Glazers like. Fans screaming. Because, rants trigger Kim. Let me tell you something about rants, right? And I met that midget many times, right? Let me tell you about him, right? He doesn't know ball. His brother knows more than him. His brother is the talent, not him. He thinks he knows, but he doesn't. He's the one who's the ball fraud peanut head brigade. Now, we can carry on sacking managers. They think it's going to get better with this team. That's their biggest problem in their head, in their dumb little head. That's what they think, that it's going to get better. Well, he's dumb at the end of the day. And I'll say that to his face. He's dumb. At the end of the day, he's thick as chips. He doesn't know nothing about football. He's only interested about the platform. That's it. And that is all what we talk about. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. And to be honest with you, those clowns have been brought in by Goldbridge. We've been given a platform by Goldbridge. You know what I mean? They need to just F off, because at the end of the day, what they think, they think in what is not reality. Man United couldn't have any manager. We could have any manager. We're not going to do anything. It's over. We both also say it's not so much of the pain because we deeply love Manchester United. We are both seeing a title winning, yes, and instead we get relegated, we also lose sponsorship TV. Absolutely, Jim. It's not just straightforward Glazers leave, it's over. We're talking about the future of this football club. If Man United get relegated, the future of this football club can look possibly bleak, and we could end up in the doldrums of God blimey. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, what could possibly happen is mad when you think about it. Bottom's 100% facts. Big up, Jim. Big up, my brother. Big up. I don't see us getting back into this game, guys, so I suggest we chill out and we relax, because I don't think we're going to score 2 goals. I believe the Amram system, but looking at the way things are going, we should go back to 4-3-3, 4-4-2, because we look very vulnerable at the back. I think, the reason we look vulnerable, Michael, is because we have vulnerable defenders. And even if we play 4-4-2, 4-3-3, we're going to have a problem with the defense. I just believe that. I believe that. But if it helps, do it. You know what I mean? I would say do it. But at the end of the day, he's not going to do it. And He dies on his sword. Fair play to him. If I was Ruben Amorim, right? If I was Ruben Amorim, I would resign. I would resign. I would say that's enough. I can't do this. This club is mess. These Glazers are rubbish. Blah, blah, blah. I would say things like that and I'll resign. He'll end up a hero. He'll end up a hero. Trust me if he'd done that. Absolutely. United is becoming a history. Forest made to Premier League of 25 years. If United is relegated, it will take United 50 years to get back to the Premier League. Only of the Premier League exists, the world is over. I mean, if Man United left the Premier League would lose a lot of money as well. The Premier League need Man United at the end of the day as well. You know, they don't want Man United in the Championship. Definitely not. Big up, Jim. Big up, my bro. Big up, my friend. Manley, what's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Amram put in dollars in my bank account. Shout out to Beto and Decore. Manley, don't be like that, mate. It's not nice, is it? Coming on the Man United channel, rubbing our nose in it like that. I want to see United win the Premier League at least once before I die. So I've seen 13, thankfully. Asif. And let me tell you something about it. I regret not savoring the moment and appreciating the moment. I regret it. I really do. I really do. I regret it, you know, because I took it for granted. Mark, what's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Amram is doing a self-sabotage. Don't know how the fuck you accept Maguire and Onana to fuck up every game after game. Unless the big-headed fridge. I'm fully convinced Onana has a fucking full hat. I mean, at the end of the day, Mark, Onana shit. We know that. At the end of the day, do you know what I mean? And that's all we can say about that. And in regards to Bruno and Dalot and these players, they just shouldn't be playing for Man United. I'll be back, guys. All right. What's the score going to be, guys? What's the score going to be? What do you think the score is going to be today? Do you think Man United are going to get it back in it, or it's going to be 3 or 4-0? Oh, God. Everton. For crying out loud. Oh, dear. What can we say, eh? Is there any way back for Man United in this game? I think the only way back for Man United is to make wholesale changes right now, make some substitutions. That's what they need to do. Jim. So when you talk about round society, the others are of these plastic people, fake wannabe change managers, as if it would instantly prop up our team. They don't know football and have not lived it like us. They haven't lived it, mate. They ain't lived it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, they think they know, they don't know. I would welcome any one of those clowns onto this show to try and school me about Manchester United, because they won't, right? History and everything. They won't know. At the end of the day, you can tell a real Man United fan by the fact that they didn't even pay tribute to Dennis Law and Bobby Charlton. And that shows you who they really are about as fans. They're not really Man United fans. They're clout chasers. That's all they are at the end of the day. And just here to make a little bit of a profit. That's what they're here to do. So sadly as it is, but yeah, that's what it is. Sal. Aram has been stubborn lately. He needs to change for the sake of the Premier League. If he is not in changing his tactics and keeps on losing, I will be certain he doesn't know more than this system. the fact is that he's changed things, Asif. This is why Ahmad ended up playing right wing back and stuff like that, because he did actually change things and try different things. What I would say in defense of you, Asif, is that Man United do need to change it. He needs to change it now, because Man United have got to stop losing. We've lost too many games, and he needs to change it quickly. And it needs to show us that he's a great manager. That's what we need to see. We need to see Alex Ferguson. When Alex Ferguson was manager of Manchester United, he made changes, and he made game-changing changes. In fact, let me give you an example. Everton against Man United back in 2007, 2008, we were losing 2-0 to Everton. I think it was at half-time. Guys, in the chat, if you remember. And we ended up winning 4-2. 4-2. We made changes. Chris Eagles scored. Do you remember that? Rooney scored a couple. I mean, that is what I'm talking about, game-changing, making changes. Sometimes it just doesn't work, And what he's got to look at right now, what Ruben Amorim needs to look at right now, is the fact that these players can't play this system. But then again, you look at it and you can argue that these players couldn't play Eric Ten Hag's system either. And that is obviously the contradiction to it, isn't it? So, wait and see. Onana playing like he's taking ballet lessons. Onana's a liability, Jay. Onana's a liability, mate. Onana's a liability. I won't have him here next season. Afro Suit, what's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Problem is not the coach, let's be honest. Our defense is a shambles. Our strikers still have cold feet. Absolutely unplaced. Exactly, Afro Suit. Thank you for that comment, because you're absolutely spot on, mate. You're absolutely spot on. Jim, another thing is another thing I want to point. I want to make people like them. Also, they don't care about the club but love making money, dividing the fan base, name calling. You're right. Respect Dennis Law, Bobby Charlton, and Legend. They don't care about the club. Rance, Said, all these guys don't care about the club. They got season tickets. Said got a season ticket because of Goldbridge. That's what it is. At the end of the day, talking crap. You know what I mean? They do. At the end of the day, I've seen videos. I've seen them talking trash. At the end, let them talk trash. Let's get another manager in, shall we? Let's get another manager in, shall we? Let's foul again. Why don't we get the best manager in the game? What do we do? Should we get Klopp? Should we get Ancelotti? Because at the end of the day, even those managers are not going to win for Manchester United unless there's an overhaul in this football club, which I don't see happening anytime soon. Asif, Saracen is the only manager in world of club football who won everything without using any tactics. He kept it simple. 4-4-2 system worked against, except when he played in Europe, he played a 4-5-1 because he was exposed a couple of times. But yeah, absolutely agree. Asif, hope he brings in the kids at halftime. This game is gone already with these players on the pitch. Gladiator, I agree with you, man. I can't agree with you more, mate. I agree with you. It's the players to blame. They are a bunch of divas. Absolutely, EC. I love it, EC. I would prefer him to play the youth. At least they'll give 100%. Thank you, EC. Thank you so much, my friend. Really agree with that point. Very, very good point, my friend. Absolutely. Absolutely great point, mate. Big up, EC. Without the legends of our past and history, there is no Manchester United. It's them legends of our past that makes the club the richest club and what it is today. I love Manchester United for life. These people don't love Man United, Jim, like us. And that's the thing. They don't. They love their platform. That's what they love at the end of the day. At the end of the day. Bruno said in an interview, I don't want United fans to get used to the feeling of losing. What is this then? Bunch of over there. Bruno's one of the biggest problems because he's a captain of the ship, BC, isn't he? He's a captain of the ship. He should be steering this team out of trouble. But every single time, more times than not, he doesn't know how to. Asif, there is no point bringing in young players and letting them chase. The experience is failing every week. Remember the song away fans sang last week, you are losing every week. Yeah. Well, we got to try something, Asif. This is not going to work. We got to do something, to be honest. Big up, Jim. Is Bruno the worst captain in Manchester United history? What would you say, guys? What would you say about that? Hope we slab it on. It doesn't make any sense keeping someone who can't defend. Is this very slow react? What I would say, Jay, and I agree with your point, is that Man United need to react. And I'm not seeing any reaction from Ruben Amorim in this game. I'm not seeing reaction. We need to react, and we need to react quickly. That's what we need to do. We'll never give up, Jim. Absolutely. Let's hope. Amorim has the wand to change. No one is changing this team, guys. Nobody. Ancelotti, Klopp, nobody. Whilst we have the Glazers at this football club, we're not doing nothing. Whilst we have whilst we have the Ineos and the Glazers at the football club, we're not doing nothing, guys. Absolutely not. Jay, I don't think he's the worst captain ever, but he's someone who plays like a fan and loves the game. Can't fault him for that. I can fault him for the results. It's been pound for pound. He's the worst Man United captain in 30 years, pound for pound. He doesn't really get you. He's not the sort of player you want in the trenches with you. That's for sure. What Man United need now is pace. It was a good signing, Asif, after one season. After that, he's been rubbish, to be honest with you. What I've seen in my life, he's the worst captain, mate. No excuses. Man the Tata, but you're not a fan, mate. You're a fan of Liverpool. You've already told us. What are you talking about, Man United fans? You know nothing about this club, mate. As I said, kabaddi is your thing. Kabad. Come on. Kabad. Come on. All right, come on, guys. Yeah, what I would say, Matata, is that the fan base who wanted Ineos, they're to blame, of course. Banter aside. I'm only joking. Manatata. I'm just talking about, I know what you mean. The fans that wanted Ineos, those are the fans that need to be called out. You know what I mean? Got to lift the spirits up, guys. We have to lift the spirits up because this is bad at the moment. Sal, and Matata is a Liverpool fan. Sounds like it. I think he is. Matata, you're a Liverpool fan, mate. You scouse. I won't say that, actually. I might get banned. Imagine feeling disheartened as a player and you look towards your captain and he's waving and moaning. Absolutely, EC. That's what I'm talking about. My guy. Absolutely. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Exactly what I'm talking about. Big up. Corner United. The thing is, see if Slabhead can get on the back and bottom of this. Come on. Can I be honest, man, or Twitter? No. There's not one manager who can make this better. He needs a complete overhaul. I believe that. I think it might improve slightly, some things here and there. Some things might improve slightly, but there's many things that, at this problem, at this football club that resonates deep. And I don't think any manager can change it. We've had great managers. We've had ex-players. We've had new managers. We've had everything. We've had the full repertoire of managers at this football club, and it's not working. I wonder what spin the stories the Glazers and Eels will come up after tonight's loss. Probably, Jim, we're signing some players in the summer. Probably we're going to sign some players in the summer, probably. Need to make some changes, though, really do. We really do. Corner United. I think if we get a goal, we can change this game, If we get a goal, we can change this game. It's just getting a goal, that's the thing. Poor corner again from Bruno. What an absolute useless corner. Crap again from Bruno. Ashley Young coming on. That is damning, isn't it? When you see Ashley Young coming on, that's when we know we're in problem. That's when you know there's a problem. So as Ferguson with Pep and his assistant wouldn't be able to succeed with this current squad and ownership set up to fail. Wasn't it Rio Ferdinand who said the same thing? the other day when he said we could put Paul Scholes and etc. in this team and they would foul. Didn't he say that? Poor corner from Bruno. Very lame, no energy, not just with Bruno, but with the whole team, actually. Our whole season has been lacking intensity and hunger. I mean, I wish I could change it for us. Nothing I want more than Man United to be successful and for us to be on this stream and to be talking positively. And unfortunately, it is what it is, isn't it? We are where we are, of course. What doing training? Amram in his interview said the team sounds are good in training. Is this United practice? They bloody have a full week of practice. A street team would perform better. What I would say, Asif, is read the wake up and smell the coffee. Wasn't it Benedict McCarthy? Wasn't it Benedict McCarthy who said that these players play like world champions in training, but when they get to the game, they don't perform? That was before Ruben Amram, right? That was before Ruben Amram. So what is the problem going on there? You know what I mean? We're clutching at straws, Asif, absolutely. Ashley Young, nearly 40, my days, absolutely. Can play better than most of these players. Sal, this is in the script. Amram fired, then a new manager. Stupid fans will say, look at the patterns of play. Look at where we are. Then go into our usual losing streak. Thank you, Trigger Kim. Love you, brother. Big respect. That is big comment. Absolutely spot on, mate. Absolutely spot on. Bruno knows very well that there's no one direct to replace him. That's why he's getting away with below average. But week in, week out, Bruno's the king at pulling faces. He's the king at looking like he's serious. You know what I mean? When he's not. He needs to be moved on. Bring Cheetah over me ASAP. I agree, Rain Man. Big up, Rain Man, by the way. Hope you're doing well. Really good to see you, mate. Can we at least get a goal? For goodness sake, give us some hope. Ashtik, what's going on, my friend? I expected this. Everton is on form and we are not. Sadly, but true, isn't it, Ashik? We thought Man United would have been ready for this game, considering that Everton have been playing well and stuff. Bruno is like that guy who does crap at work, but since he always shows up early, doesn't miss a day or take a leave, you are bamboozled into thinking he is great. Very good comment, Trigger Kim. I agree, mate. I think he's a terrible captain. I think he's terrible. Results prove that. You're only as good as your captain. I was told when I was younger, your captain represents who you are. We used to have Roy Keane, Nemanja Vidic, Rio Ferdinand, Gary Neville. Now who we got? A crybaby. Bloody never performs. I believe these players want Amram gone. They can play better, but they are not. They want some manager who will polish their shoes. Actually, they want a bit. Yeah, I mean, what I would say, Asif, you're not wrong, brother. And evidence suggests this over the last few years, hasn't it? With this, I mean, if it went to the court of law, these players would be found guilty, even if they had bloody, was it OJ Simpson's lawyer? These players would be found guilty if it went to the, if it went to the court of law. You know. Really disappointing performance again. You know, I'm tired of it, to be honest with you. But I don't blame the manager as such. You know, manager can make certain decisions. He can make substitutions and things like that. But the overriding problem at Man United is the starting 11. And what I would do if I was Ruben Amram is that I would just play the youth now. Fuck it. To be honest with you, I'll play the youth. We're not going to do anything, Trigger Kim. We're not going to do anything, mate. We're going out against Real Sociedad like this, mate. Everyone knows. I mean, let's think about it deeply, right? This set of players playing against Real Sociedad in the Europa League. This set of players knocking out Real Sociedad. Not only that, if they did manage to make a miracle and get through Real Sociedad, they're going to knock out Athletic Bilbao, you know? It's not going to happen, is it? At the end of the day, you know, these fans think that, you know, things are going to change after, you know what, a new manager comes in. We might get a new manager bounce. These players might be happy, you know what I mean? But that's about it. EC, I promise you, Sal, wait until the last 10 minutes of the game and watch United will turn into up just to make it easier face for the travelling fans. Spot on, EC. EC, I can't doubt your knowledge, mate. Absolutely spot on. And what does that tell you, mate? What does that tell you? What does that tell you about this set of players? What does it tell you about this set of players? What's going on at the moment? They're all front. They're all front. No action. Jim. Got to hit these players with it where it hurts. The Jim Ratcliffe talks about cost-cutting, sacking staff. If he really wanted to make these players sweat, reduce their wage, make them earn their spot. I mean, great comment, Jim. Great comment. Unfortunately, these players are on a contract and they hold the power. And this is where we go wrong because we give too much power to the players. In the future, when we sign players, we need to stop the power coming into the players. You know, giving the power to the players. We need to start putting stipulations in their contracts, performance-based wages. You know what I mean? And that's what we need to do because at the moment, they're getting their 300 grand a week. I'm okay. I'm going to be fine. And that's it at the end of the day. Qatar would have done what PO has done. Buy 6 players, fair play rules if they can't charge City. Exactly, Trigger Kim. Exactly, mate. Exactly, mate. Spot on, mate. Show some cojones. Go out there. The charges. Man City are getting away with the charges. Man City are getting away with the charges. So what? Why are we moaning for about? Why are we worried about that for? Why are we crying about charges when Man City are getting away with it? Just do it. Brathwaite, game of his life, of course. We're owned by the broke bidder. Absolutely, Trigger Kim, man. I'm fed up with this. You know what I mean? People backing Jim Ratcliffe. This fraud. That's what he is. Jim Ratcliffe is a fraud. He's a fraud. That's all he is. Casemiro's actually playing. I didn't even know Casemiro was playing. I thought Casemiro was not playing. I didn't even think he was in the squad. And Casemiro was coming off for Garnacho. I didn't even think Casemiro was in the squad, guys. Is Casemiro playing? My goodness me, I didn't even know. I think I touched the ball more than him. My goodness me. What do you want him to do, GK? He has to play the youth. The only thing he can do is play the youth. Jim the Rat, absolutely, Trigger Kim. Big up Trigger Kim, by the way. Legend. We lack quality. Amram will suffer. Club will suffer. The stream suffer. God save us. Mercy, mercy. Well, Garnacho is on the pitch. Garnacho, this is the home of where he scored the Puskas winning goal, of course. There's a point in blaming the managers, Sal. They threw managers under the bus, no matter what. In Ole's last season, the team play out 2 finals and were second in the Premier League. What happened the next season? Threw him under the bus, Asif. And that's what they do, Asif. So what do we do, Asif? Like we have to resist this temptation, don't we? We have to resist the temptation. We have to, be a little bit more patient. Corner to Everton. What a poor bloody piece of play. Fucking useless. Yeah, I mean, Ahmad was a big miss. He is a big miss. And so is Leacher. Two of our best players this season has been Leacher and Ahmad. And we were bad before that. And they're not playing. I don't want to see the match, but the United love makes, we just have to fight as if we'll get there in the end, brother. We have to fight, mate. Sal, do you think now Amram has lost the dressing room? I think the players are not better. I mean, surprise, surprise, GK. They lose the dressing room with every manager. If it was Ancelotti, if it was Klopp, no matter who it was, they would lose the dressing room. No manager fights under this team. No manager will survive in this culture, this disgusting culture, sinister culture at this football club. Sal, are we going to win the FA Europa League this season? Clearly, I don't think so, Ashik. I'll be honest with you. I'll be realistic with you. I don't think that Man United will win the Europa League this season. I think we'll go out against Real Sociedad. I don't think we're going to beat Real Sociedad. I think over 2 legs, Real Sociedad will beat us. I don't want to be negative, but it's just... Big up, Sal. Your channel is your channel, and I love your positivity. Thank goodness we have the pace here. I'm grateful for a friend like you. Also, Grayo and our community here. Absolutely. Big up, Jim. Big up, Grayo, of course. Yeah. Asif, you know what I mean? I said it last year that we needed Qatar full Sal. And here is your evidence. We're going to have to get used to this because looking at this game, guys, I can't see Man United improving much. We might get the odd result, but I haven't seen a team like Man United this crap in my life. And that's not just down to the manager. This is down to a whole number of things that surround the football club. You know what I mean? In the end of the day. Imagine we get a goal. Come on. Free kick to Everton here. Maguire with the foul. Jim. Tries to go, we won't score, Sal. I hate to say it. I really want us to score but win. But looking at the psychological state of our team, they are not even communicating well. No chemistry. That's the key point, Jim, isn't it? No chemistry. Absolutely zero. I can't see the goal coming, Sal. There are no legs in the team who can make things happen. Nah. We're terrible, mate. Let's face it. We're rubbish. We're rubbish. We got more chance of bloody me getting to we got more chance of me getting to Merseyside, right? Getting a plane to Merseyside, making it in time for the game, and scoring a goal on that pitch than Man United scoring right now. Free kick United. Garnacho been fouled. I feel like Garnacho might have suited this game better. You know, I really do. We are getting bullied by Everton. What can we do, bruv? What can we do? We've been bullied for years now. You know, these kind of results have been happening for so many times now. It's getting worse, I know. Cheeto's coming on, guys. Come on, Cheeto. Come on, Cheeto. Come on, Cheeto. Cheeto's coming on, guys. Come on, let's do this. Cheeto's coming on. You know what I mean? We have Cheeto. We got 20 minutes of Cheeto, guys. We got something to look forward to. Rasmus, get off the pitch. Absolute useless. Come on, guys. Let's get Cheeto on. Come on. I agree, Asif. I agree. Absolutely. Cheeto play, stay out. Absolutely. Come on, Cheeto. Come on, Cheeto. Come on, Cheeto. Come on, Cheeto. Let's get this in. He's going to save the game, guys. He's going to save the game. I mean, Jimmy's manifesting a 3-2 comeback in assault. Big up. That's a handball, guys. That's a handball. What's going on? What's going on there? It's another handball. It's a free kick to Man United. Even closer. Let Cheeto take the free kick for crying out loud. 2-1. Yes! Get in! Get in! Get in! At last. Flipping hell. Come on. Get in. Come on. Come on, guys. We got it. Great free kick. Sorry, guys. Sorry. What a great free kick. What a great free kick. Big up. We should consider it as, I mean, absolutely we should. God save us. Absolutely. Come on, Jim. Great goal. Great goal. 2-1. Come on. We got this, guys. We got 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Come on. We got 20 minutes. Can we get back into it, guys? Can we get back into this game? Can we get back into this game? Don't jump too much, Bruno. Get the game at level. Absolutely, bruv. Come on. Get in. Come on. First free kick goal in a decade. Absolutely. Come on, United. After a decade. Wow. Come on. We got this, guys. We can get this. We can get this win. We can get this. We can get this draw. We can get this draw. Come on. What's the time? 73 minutes gone. Guys, we've got 15 minutes. Guys, we've got 15 minutes of this game. GK, your fasting include drinking water and Seth Puri. Ramadan starts next week, by the way, guys. Big up the Ramadaners. Big up everyone, of course, who's participating in Ramadan, of course. Which will be myself, by the way. Come on, guys. Our last free kick goal was free kick from Mata against Juventus, I guess. I think Ronaldo scored one against Tottenham, massive. If I'm not correct, Ronaldo scored one against Tottenham. Before that, it was Rooney. It was Rooney. But I think Ronaldo scored one against Tottenham. If I'm not mistaken, I might be mistaken. In advances, GK, absolutely. 28th, 29th. Come on. Well played, Cheeto. Go on, Cheeto. Come on. We lost the ball there in bad position. It's a bad position. Let's hope we don't lose it. At least a draw. If we get a draw at this game, it'll be miraculous, Jim. It'll be miraculous if Man United get a draw at this game after everything that's happened in this game. It will be miraculous. Come on, Anana, come out, support the team. Anana just sits. Anana loves that line. He loves that white line. I don't know if he's doing some of this, but he loves that white line. He loves white lines. So he just stays on his line and he does nothing. He doesn't come out and help the team at all. Come on. Let's do this. Come on, United. Come on. Come on. Yeah, he just likes white lines. If you know what a white line is, you know, I mean, sniffy. He likes to stay on the white line. He doesn't like to come out and support his defense. Yeah, that's the problem, Man United, isn't it, Jim? We seem to play when we're down, when we need to be playing from the beginning of the game. If we play like this from the beginning of the game, we'd be all right. It is odd, absolutely. The statue we see, absolutely. He's a daydreamer. It's not a penalty, come on. United's picking it up now. Come on, let's get the equalizer, guys. I got a feeling Cheeto's going to get the equalizer. Come on. Cheeto will get the equalizer. 12 minutes to go. Go on. Great. Come on. Brilliant. Come on. Brilliant from Dorgu there. Absolutely brilliant from Dorgu. Nice little bit of play. Nice little bit of play. Come on. Yeah. Get in. Get in. Get in. Get in. We equalized. I can't believe it. Ugarte. Ugarte. 2-2. Get in. Ugarte. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Come on. Get in there. Absolutely. Come on. Oh, Ugarte. First goal for United. Absolutely love it. What a goal. What a goal. What a goal. You're not going to take that away from us. You're not going to take that away from us. What a goal. What a brilliant goal. 2-2. 2-2. Come on. 2-2. Thank God. Absolutely. World-class goal. Come on. Brilliant goal. Come on. 3-2. Let's get this in. Let's get the winner. Come on. Let's get the winner. Believe. 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 Come on. Go and win it for United. Come on, get in. Let's do this, guys. Let's do this. Trigger Kim, what's going on? Go at least something, bro. That's what we wanted. Absolutely, bro. We want some fight. That's all we wanted to see. Some fight. Cheeto changed the game, Trigger Kim. Cheeto changed the game. Cheeto changed the game. Absolutely. Cheeto changed the game. We are going to win 3-2. Come on, Jim. Come on, Jim. Absolutely. Ugarte's first goal. Big up, Kazi. Come on. Can't believe this. If we win this game, I will be absolutely astonished. I'll be absolutely astonished. Absolutely astonished. Bro, we are better keep our minds together. Come on, Cheeto. Come on. Let's do this. What? I mean, Dorgu's been upset. Look at Dorgu. Look at Dorgu, guys. Look at Dorgu. Come on. Look at Dorgu. Look at Dorgu. You see that? Look. Corner. So it's like these players that ate some chilies. And absolutely, bruv. Absolutely, I agree. Absolutely. Come on, get up, get up. Potential penalty. Come on. Carsy's ahead of us. Penalty. Come on. That's got to be a penalty. It's a red. Come on. Penalty shout. Oh, he's not giving a penalty. Of course he won't. Of course he won't. No penalty. Of course he won't give a penalty. No, he's not going to give a penalty for that. He's not going to give it. No, he's not going to give it. We have to shout, don't we? We have to shout. We have to shout for a penalty. No penalty. Would have been soft, to be honest with you. They'll never give us a penalty. It has to be literally, for Man United to get a penalty, it has to be literally assault for Man United to get a penalty. Literally assault. That's what it needs to be. That's what it needs to be. Get up, man. Wasting so much time, for goodness sake. I will take a draw from this game just to go into the 30-point slot. Asif, if you told me this 10 years ago, if you told me 10 years ago, someone would say to you, Sal, you know, out in February, end of February, that we will take a draw against Everton to get into the 30-point slot, I would think you're absolutely laughing, mate. Can we win it, guys? How long we got? We got 5 minutes to go plus injury time. Can we get the win against Everton, guys? Great ball. Come on. Yeah. The days are gone. Sal Rooney once said United's actual season starts in the second half of the season and we go on to win the league. Those are days. Well, those were the days, Asif. Those were the days, my friend. I thought they would never end. Absolutely. Why did it take us 3/4 of the game to play like this? This is what I don't get. This is what I don't get. Why did it take us 3/4 of the game to play like this? I don't get it. Get back into shape. Oh, that was a chance for Everton there. To be honest with you, when it was 2-0, I don't think any of us had a prayer, that it was going to be 2-2. I don't think any of us had a prayer. But I'm pleased with the way we come back in this game. I am, 5 minutes. I'm pleased the way we come back in this game. Can we get the 3-2 winner? Can we get to the 3-2 winner, guys? It shows a little bit of quality. It shows a little bit of character, doesn't it, Asif? We look sharp now. Wonder what has changed. I know. Oh, save. Corner. Corner. Come on. Can Maguire get his slab head on this? Can he get this on? In a corner, from a corner. Ah, it's a poor corner again. We need to improve our corners, man. We really do need to improve our corners. Jim, old United from a year ago would have folded under a Ten Hag or Ole. There you go. Last 10 minutes sharpness. Does this mean Amram working to recreate? So I mean, if we win this game, you know, I would believe that things are changing. Things are starting to change because let's be honest, guys, none of us had a prayer, you know, went 2-0. None of us did. And now they're coming back, you know. Come on, make runs, make runs, make runs. Go on. Ah, straight at the keeper. Straight at the keeper, Xerxes. Come on. No, Amram's not getting sacked, SR7. No, he's not. No, he's not. He's not going anywhere, mate. We've seen some signs here. We've seen some signs here that things can get better. That's what we've seen. Corner to Everton. Exactly, Asif. Got to take your chances in this sort of thing. You know what I mean? We've got to take our chances. Onana slipped there. Bloody hell. Go on. Go Nacho. Go on. Win it. Jim, I'll take a 2-2 over a loss. Draw is better than nothing. I won't say I'm over the moon, but what I'm saying is that we want to see a fight from our players. I mean, when it was 2-0, Jim, I don't think any of us would have believed it would be 2-2 looking at the way we were playing. But 2-2, we'll take that. You know, at the end of the day, we're not doing nothing in this league. You know, we just need to avoid defeat. And I think we've done okay. Since the goal, I think we should have won the game. Penalty. Penalty to Everton, for goodness sake. Penalty to Everton. He dived. That's not a penalty, though. That's not a penalty. Come on. Come on. That's not a penalty. That's a dive, guys. That's a dive. That's a dive. That's a dive. They got to overtake that. That's a dive. That's a dive. That's a dive. Come on, that's a dive. How can that be a penalty? It's a dive. It's a dive. That's a dive. How's that a penalty? Come on, guys. They can't give a penalty for that. That's a dive. Come on. You can't give a penalty for that. You can't give a penalty for that. It's gone to the VAR. It's gone to the VAR. No, he dived there. Come on, guys. You got to use your common sense. You got to use your common sense. This is not a penalty. This is not a penalty. Come on. That's a dive. He jumped. He jumped. He was playing for it. Come on. Nah. No, you can't give a penalty for that. You can't give a penalty. You cannot give a penalty for that, guys. You cannot give a penalty for that. You can't give a penalty for that. Yes. No penalty. Well played. Well played. It had to be. Goodness me. You can't give a penalty for that rubbish. You can't be. That was a dive. Playing for that. Come on. How can the referee even point to the spot for that? After what we had at the other end. Ridiculous. Big up. That is the sort of decisions that go against us this season. Absolute rubbish. What a diver. What a diver. He's ruined his legacy there, Ashley Young, for that dive. Absolutely. Come on. Can we get it? We're on attack. Come on. Come on. Can we win the game? Good refereeing. There will be a praise then when they get it right, Sal. I mean, the referee, he shouldn't have given it in the first place. It's actually the VAR. We have to applaud the VAR for not giving the referee, not giving the penalty. That was not a penalty. That was a blatant dive. You can tell by the way he's bloody hell, Olympic swimmer-esque. Come on. Corner United, come on. Game is over, guys. The game is finished. Manchester United 2, Everton 2. Guys, we didn't get the win, but what I would say is that we got out of jail here. We got a draw at the game, and guys, we got a draw. We got a draw. We could have easily lost that game. I do see a lot of changes in Man United in regards to the character of this team. to be honest with you. Great character was shown. And to be honest with you, pleased with the way we came back. Absolutely pleased with the way we came back to get a draw out of that game. What proved a lot of things. And great in-game management for Ruben Amorim. He changed it, and it changed the game, of course, guys. So Manchester United draw 2-2 with Everton. And guys, you know what? Pleased with that. Pleased that, I mean, obviously I want to win, but pleased we got the draw when it looked pretty bleak in this game, of course, guys. And I think even the most staunched of us would have thought that Man United would lose this game after being 2-0 down. But to come back in the second half and draw 2-2 shows character. It shows character, and I'll take that all day long. Of course, great comeback for a point. Absolutely, Kenny. League is over anyway. Young has turned out to be a snake. He's respectful of Kabima. Absolutely, I said that on Twitter. Absolutely ruined his legacy with that dive. Absolute crazy dive. Absolute ridiculous. You know, at the end of the day. Absolutely did it. Absolutely ridiculous dive. Pathetic dive. Anyone wants to back that dive up is crazy. At the end of the day, that was pathetic. He tried to cheat. Trigger Kim. Cheeto played better. Imagine that, Sal. A kid like him can hold the ball better than Rasmus. Cheeto every turn, control the ball. Find a future ball for him. Weird game, but still, I take the draw. Absolutely, Trigger Kim. He needs to start the next game. Cheeto needs to start the next game, guys. That's what he needs to do. Change the game. Him and Garnacho changed the game, in my opinion. Absolutely changed the game. And you know what? They're showing this replay of the Everton penalty. The Everton penalty. I mean, ridiculous at the end of the day. Let me just write this tweet. Absolutely. Cheeto and Garnacho changed the game, guys. Absolutely. Gladiator. Looks like Cheeto was nervous a little bit, but I think he done really well. We never lost, but we need a goalkeeper. I agree, Kamali. Big up, Kamali. Oscar goes to the ref. Absolutely. Nearly gave a penalty. If it wasn't for VAR, we would have lost that game, of course. Sal, when they say refereeing, I extend to the VAR. Absolutely, bruv. Absolutely. Get you, Jim. Absolutely. Big up, Jim, by the way. For this instance, absolutely, man. But for him to dive like that, it's crazy, isn't it? That the referee gave a penalty in the first instance. Absolutely. Cheeto to start. Absolutely, Trigger Kim. One thing is noticeable. United scored both proper goals. Everton had lucky goals. That's true, Asif. That's true. We didn't lose the game. That's what's most important, of course. Ashley Young dived. I agree. Absolutely. Not a pen. Absolutely, man. Need this snake ripped from the club. Tweet it high. Absolutely. Big up, Asif. Big up everyone who's joined me today. Started with our best defender in Euro and our best attacker on the bench. Our start team will too slow. I agree. We need to change it. Story. Big up, story. And we need to change it going forward, my friend. We need to change it. And hopefully Man United change it in the future. And we will learn, of course, guys. Absolutely. But we deserved to lose in the first half. We were lucky. In the first half, we were. But in the second half, I felt Man United could have won the game. In all reality, Man United should have won the game. In reality, Man United could have won the game in the second half. If we're being honest with ourselves, guys. No bias here. Absolutely none. But I think Man United could have won the game in the second half. I think they could have. Everton were resorted to cheating. Let's not forget Everton have won a few games, you know what I mean, recently. You know, and you know what? I would say that what we need to do is change it. And Man United are arguing with Ashley Young on the pitch. Ashley Young is truly ruining his legacy. Really is. Absolutely. Really ruining his legacy. Really is. Absolute scum. Absolute scum at the end of the day. Don't want to hear about Ashley Young. He was privileged to play for Man United anyway. Guys. Guys, thank you everyone who's joined me today. Manchester United 2, Everton 2. It is a draw. It is not the worst result in the world. But we move. We move, of course, guys. Ricardo, what's going on, Ricardo? What's going on? With Everton's pressure on the first half, it was impossible to keep the pace, which was well taken advantage of United in the second half. Absolutely. I think we need to make a few changes. We do need to make a few changes. This is going to take time, Ricardo, and, it's not going to be as easy as we thought. We're going to have to understand that this league season is a dud and we won't win. You know what? We might as well just keep playing the likes of Chido Martin and see how they do, of course, guys, and see how the game goes, of course. Kamali, Amram better start Chido and Hoyland. He should never, and not Hoyland, he should never have stayed in Italy for another year before coming to the best league. Big up Kamali, I agree. We saved our skin. Sal, great second half and great subbing from Amram. Absolutely, in-game management. Amram showed impeccable in-game management, and that is what's most important. Criticize him for making the subs in the 7th minute. I praise him for doing the subs. I would have done it in the second half. Big up, Jim. Absolutely spot on. Guys, we got a draw. We got a draw. We didn't lose the game, and we move on, guys, to the next game, of course. I want to thank every single person who joined me today. It was emotional, but we get there in the end. It was Man United 2, Everton 2. No one would have predicted that in the first half. We were playing absolutely atrocious, but we got the draw in the end, and we move on from there, guys. Absolutely. Thank you, everyone who's joined me today on this watch-along. I'll be back tomorrow for Breaking Dawn, of course, and my match reaction and my player ratings and stuff like that, guys. So thank you, everyone who's joined me today. Absolute legends. Absolutely. Let me just read the last couple of comments, of course. Finally, we are 30 point slot. Come on, that's it. Come on, let's do this. That's it. 30 point slot. Absolutely. Don't fire the man. Be patient. Ricardo, love it, my friend. This is from a Sporting Lisbon fan. He knows about it. He knows about what we should do as a Man United fan. We need to stay calm. We need to stay patient. Absolutely. We need to stay patient and we need to believe. Guys, thank you everyone for joining me. I'm Sal Warner. This is the watch along between Man United and Everton. Man United grab a point, but you know what? It's not the end of the world. Bring on Ipswich. Let's do this, guys. Take it easy. Peace.